Peace.
Peace.
This is Joshua Miller Law, Mr. PhD. You're just now entering the cipher called Real2reel369. K-Wise.
Peace, God.
Bring that beat in, kid.
Indeed.
Peace.
Yeah. What's going on, party people? Welcome to the Real2reel360 show. Let's get it in. We do the knowledge of wisdom so you can understand. Real2reel360 shows in full command. We changing the game for how it always taught. From bondage to freedom to an independent thought. Yo, the show is here to bring about a change for real. To lighten everyone so we all know the deal. 360 degrees is a fact. We created the show to give our love back to our communities so we can know what's going on and give them the support from knowledge to porn. So if you're ready to learn, then it's time to go. Sit back and relax and enjoy our show. Peace.
That's the kind of girl I need down with my team. Black coffee, no sugar, no cream. That's the kind of girl I need down with my team. Black coffee, no sugar, no cream. That's the kind of girl I need down with my team. Black coffee, no sugar, no cream.
Am I the meanest?
Sure enough.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Sure enough.
Well, who am I?
Joshua Miller Law.
Who am I?
Joshua Miller Law.
I can't hear you.
Joshua Miller Law, Mr. PhD.
Peace to all our followers, likers, and subscribers. We in here for a double dip today. It's finna go down in a special way. You know what I mean? So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure that y'all get your hands together for our special guest, Mr. Uncle Wayne. Let's go. Ooh, let's get it. Hold on, let me get him in here. Ladies and gentlemen, Uncle Wayne is in the building. Let's get it popping. Uncle Wayne, how you doing today, man?
Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play.
I gotta put you in the game, brother. Now,
I'm ready to
if you don't mind, could you go ahead and tell all our followers and likers and subscribers a tidbit about who Uncle Wayne is?
Well, Uncle Wayne is an old church boy from Saline, Louisiana, raised by my grandma and grandpa, John and Carabelle Williams. Also with my with my mother, Carrie Morris. You know, she was there as well. She grew up with me like a sister, though. You know, but she was my mother. I used to joke with her. She just passed in November. My father, Joe Morris, out of Shreveport, Louisiana. He just passed in January. So, you know, I grew up in the country, just Saline boy, just a country boy in the church. Grew up singing, you know, learned all of the lessons of the church, learned all the lessons of, you know, just how to be a grown man, how to be a young man in this society, a young black man in this society. Growing up, learning different things, and some things have changed the way I think, you know, but the music all comes from what I grew up hearing, seeing, and learning. So basically, I'm just the product of my environment, just like everybody else, mostly, you know.
Definitely.
Had a good upbringing, you know, not rich or anything, but you know, very good upbringing. I wouldn't trade it for anybody else's.
Definitely not. I think there's some feedback somewhere.
Okay.
If I want to shout out, you know what I'm saying, Deion Foster, thank you for chiming in. And everybody else who was on that group live, who are being, you know what I'm saying, shown on the group of Real2reel360. Thank y'all, because it comes up Facebook user. Out there on Twitch, thank you for chiming in, my brother, you know what I'm saying? And we will definitely link up on Twitch. Those who are watching on YouTube, appreciate you as well. And those who are watching on Twitter, appreciate you as well. Now, Uncle Wayne, when did you start in music? And coming from Louisiana, did you ever experiment with Zydeco music?
Okay, the first part of the question, I would say I started music at a very young age. I want to give the credit to my grandma, who started me to singing in church even before I knew I could sing. I can remember my first song at one of the country churches in Bienville, Louisiana, Mount Zion Baptist Church. I remember that, me and my friend Jonathan, my childhood friend Jonathan, and Jeannie Lord, Jonathan Thompson and Jeannie Lord. I remember them, growing up, and they got up there with me. We sang "God Bless America," and I can remember the first time I learned how that I knew I could sing anyway. I was about 11 years old. We had a community choir called the Voices of Trinity, led by Reverend Al Harris and Stephen Harris. It was actually their uncle and father who started it, Reverend Al Sr. and Reverend Johnny Jackson at the time. They started it, and Al and Steve kept it going. And at that time, I realized that I could sing, and they kind of gravitated to me, and they started. And during my high school years, I followed them, and we sang in different churches around the area. And that's when I knew I could sing. I went off to Tyler Junior College after high school, but it wasn't until I got to Grambling State University in my last couple of years when I joined Strong Tower Gospel Chorale after I, finished playing basketball at Grambling State University. I joined the choir, the chorale there, led by Dr. Frederick Pinckney. And that's when I got the technique, and I built more confidence in knowing that I knew what I was doing. I felt like I could always create songs in my mind. And I want to tell this quick story. I remember, I used to sing in the bathroom all the time. And I remember when I first heard that song, That Girl by Stevie Wonder. And for some reason, That Girl was one of the songs that I would always be singing, but it wasn't Stevie Wonder's version, my version. And when I heard Stevie Wonder's version, I thought he had stole my song. I said, yeah, Stevie Wonder stole my idea. Yeah, he stole my idea. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And I still feel like that today. I do it, when you're on the lower level and you hear songs that somebody is doing, and sometimes we all have the same ideas, because I've done, songs, and I've heard them. I'm like, dang, I didn't hear nobody ever heard me sing that song, and I'm pretty sure the person that sung it. So we all have the same ideas, but sometimes I think people do actually hear your songs and they be like, shoot, if I put my version out, I'm gonna steal his idea, put it out. Ain't nobody gonna know. I don't know him. And I've been doing rock research a lot. A lot of the big artists always have done that anyway.
Definitely so. Hey,
yeah, Steve Wonder did steal my song. Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. Hey, I want to shout out Tess Lene out of Louisiana, one great Southern Soul R&B artist. Really, just an artist, because you can't put her in a box and say she's this type of person or this type of singer, because she's a hell of an artist. Which I find with a lot of artists coming from Louisiana, that is so diverse with their music and their approach with their music. You can't put them in a box.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, the second part of my question is, did you ever experiment with Zydeco in your music in the beginning or recent?
Let me start off. I'm not from that culture of Zydeco, and a lot of most Northern Louisianians aren't a part of that culture, because South Louisiana and North Louisiana, people that live here will tell you that's two different places altogether.
Right.
But a lot of times, we try to adapt to what they're doing, and sometimes they may do the same as, with us when they move up here and see how we live. But no, and that's one reason why I never did Zydeco, because I was like, I don't know anything about that. And I don't try to do stuff that I don't know anything about, but in one of my songs called Shake, it does have kind of a Zydeco feel in it, which was produced by Ron and Alex Johnson. So I just put my spin on what it was, but I had no input into the production of it. So I don't try to claim anything that's not mine. I don't know anything about it, and I don't try to pretend. So no, I haven't done it. If I met some people that could teach me about it, I would love to do it. Yeah.
Definitely.
But I'm not going to try to perpetrate a
man, I appreciate you keeping it a band right here. Now
You know.
with your music, and your artistry, I put it that way, with your artistry and the way that you create your songs. What is your
Mhm.
motivation and what is your inspiration when it comes down to your music?
Well, a lot of different stuff, a variety of things that inspire me. I can see something, I can listen to somebody talk. A lot of times people tell me different stories that they went through, and I'll be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna write about that." And sometimes people actually ask me to write about it, and they give me an idea, and they be like, "Hey, you hadn't wrote the song yet," but a lot of the songs that I create, they come from my experiences, other people's experiences, and things that I think about, things that I aspire to be, just inspirational stuff. And it comes just from living, basically. Um,
Okay.
and the melodies come, I create my songs. And I don't know if you asked this, but, a lot of times I create my songs starting the melody. I can create a song just starting the melody right here and,
Mhm.
kind of write it down, keep the melody in my head, put it all together and send it to somebody else. I got different producers I deal with, Ron and Alex Johnson, Tashaka Steels, Christopher Lamont was the first one that I started out working with. He and I worked together for years. He's actually, I consider him to be a brother. Um, he's doing well in the business, and we created a lot of songs together. And some which was on the on each album. I did 2 albums, but I guess I'm getting off the script a little bit. But I got Jezebel Crosby. He's one that I work closely with right now. Like I said, and Leroy Hawthorne, he's gone. He's from Grambling. So a lot of
Right.
times I can create a song, melody, record it, sing it and sing a melody and send it
Mhm.
off to somebody else and let them create. And actually, I got another producer in my band, Jennifer Gardner,
Mhm.
Jazzy Blue Keys. She's actually working with TK Soul right now with his band that he's starting out with the all female band, and she's actually a producer too, and we're working on some stuff as well. So, it just comes to me. It didn't. It's just something natural, something that I consider to be a gift and a blessing that I
Mhm.
can create songs. I think the biggest problem I have is promoting them. If
Mhm.
I could get, if I had a better way to promote it, which I appreciate y'all letting me on y'all platform to
Mhm.
promote my product, and you ask good questions, and I
Mhm.
appreciate that.
Mhm.
But that's the biggest part of this game, is promotion. You get with so many
Yes.
people, but that doesn't guarantee the promotion. Just because they say that they can help you create it, they don't necessarily can help you promote it. So,
Yep.
so if you know
Now.
some good people, I'm talking some genuine people that can promote and we can come up with a good deal. That's what I need right there. I
Okay.
just wanted to throw
Well,
that in.
I want to touch. I want to touch on that after we come back from uh listening to "Get on That Drink." But see, I
Oh
don't. I
yeah.
don't found some music. I don't found some music, bro. I don't found some music. So,
And that's
so
my
we
jam.
finna get.
That's my jam.
So we finna get on this drink right here by Uncle Wayne. Let's go. Hey, and I
Right
want
on.
y'all to bear with me. I'm not the DJ right here, but I gotta do what I can do. Thank y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
You know what I mean? Can you hear it? Can
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what gets you loose.
Like
I like that ride.
it right.
Like some whiskey.
Like sweet.
But light and 43.
The light and
It
43.
gets me tipsy.
It gets me
But
tipsy.
whatever you try, just let me know. On the way, around the barrel, down in the country, with me and my friends. Don't be drinking, yeah, telling tall tales, keeping warm from the wind. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got a buddy named Don. He just did a deal. Got me on the ground. Got that
real smoking. Let's get on that drink. Let's get on that hooch. You like that white? I'll get the Grey Goose. I like that brown. Like some whiskey, Bud Light and Crown Royal. It gets me tipsy. So whatever you try, just let me know. Oh yeah, I'll get it on the thing. When it's by the stone, some like tequila, yeah. Some like that gin. That's my drink. Some like that rum. Who said that? With it mixed all lean. Oh, okay, all right. Some like that, yeah. Or Dr.
Yes.
Come on. Some like that beer. They prefer my liquor. Look here. But whatever you try, just let me know. Get it on the way. Gonna stop by the store. Yeah. Let's get on that drink. Let's get on that. You like that white? I get some absolute. I like that brown. Like some whiskey. Bud Light and Jack Daniels. It gets me tipsy. So whatever you try, just let me know. Get it on Come on.
Good girl.
Good girl. Like that. Do something. Come on. Y'all play too much music for me. Whatever you try, just let me know. Let's get on that. You like that? How about some diesel 100 proof? I like that ride. Like some whiskey. Bud Light and Johnny Walker. It gets me tipsy. Some like that homebrew. Like some muscadine. In the roads of Saline, Louisiana, they drinking moonshine. Mr. Old Man Bill like that old Thunderbird. That old man Homer used to like that old white poke. Old man Homer get out there and get on that stuff and dance all night. Let's get on that drink. Come on, let's get on that. We're gonna get cool and have a good time like that. Right? How about some red eye? I like that brown. Like some whiskey. Bud Light and old Charlie tea. It gets me tipsy. Tell me what you drink.
I tell you right now, what you're drinking. What you're drinking. What you're drinking.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Because I tell you right now, that muscadine wine will bust your head wide open. You hear me?
It'll put something. It'll put something on your heart, Tim. That's right. That's right.
It'll definitely do something to you. Shout out Daryl Simmons, man. Appreciate you checking in. Teresa Jefferson, good evening. How you doing? Tesla Nay, what's going on with you, lady? But I tell you, man, got to get on that drink. We got to get on that
drink, man.
You got to.
And that was one of the songs. Get on that drink. And that was one of the songs that I created. And I had an idea about that too. You know, it was one of those songs, you know, everybody drinks. You know, and it's one of those things I say, well, you got to have a drinking song, you got to have a dance song, you got to have different, you got to have love songs, you got to have different types of songs. And I've been creating that for years in my head. And I finally, you know, wrote it, came up with the melody. I think in 2019, I had that melody and had it written down, had it, you know, sent the melody to LaShawn Crosby down in Mississippi. He created the beat for me, created the track for me, and I recorded it. I want to say 2 years ago, and I put it out, a couple of years ago, and I recorded it, put it on the album, the Rhythm and Blues, the Birth of Rhythm and Blues Volume 2, and I put it on that album.
And I thought that was good. I thought that was a good song. But that was one of those songs too. And I don't mean to toot my horn. That was one of the things that we was talking about. You know, create songs. You don't hear people. It's kind of like a car. The car that you buy, you don't really notice that car until you don't really notice how many people have that car until you have it.
Right.
And I think that's what it is about music. I didn't realize how many people started having drinking songs about different drinks until I put my song out, Get on That Drink. You know, I know Mel Waiters had Got My Money, Got My Whiskey.
Whiskey.
Yeah, and that's probably you know, I probably got the idea from him, you know, basically. Other songs like what was the boy named Hank Williams Jr. Do you want to drink? Do you want to party? This is old Hank, ready to get the party started. We got the pig in the ground, got the beer on nice. All my rowdy friends are coming over tonight. So,
yes, sir.
You know, I want to have that feel. I want to have something that could create a buzz all around the world, you know, like that, you know, that could, you know, you could use a universal sound. So Get on That Drink was one of the things, and I like to drink too. You know, I just got a little Coke in here, but you know, I like to drink.
I understand. I do too. I like the little sip. You know what I mean? I like the little sip, you know. But tonight you being on the show, we gonna celebrate you. You sent me a couple of songs, but I dug deeper. And I found other songs. So I want to know about You Got It. I want to know Somewhere. I want to know Shake. I want to know about these haters. I want to know that I'm free. Like, we finna party up in here tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
We finna party up in here tonight. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start out with You Got It. Let's get it popping right now. This is how we do it over here. I don't know how nobody else do it. Greeting from Fresno, California. Appreciate you. Greeting from Fresno, California is in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Salute.
This is it.
You got the dance floor crazy. I've never seen the floor so packed. All the inside of them bodies, side to side, front to back. You've been working hard all week long. Now it's time to get it on. Put your things down, throw your hands up like this your favorite song. Now won't you let me see you two-step? Baby, swing it out. Now won't you get with it and make it wobble. Now shuffle, I'll let you slide right there and move side to side. Now this is a cha-cha, a two-stepping man. Oh baby, twerk with it, on a handstand. Oh baby, can't stop. Oh baby, bust it out. There you go, girl. That's what I'm talking about. Now check it out, child. Now do your thing, girl. There you go, girl. Now get down. Shake your back.
I ain't got no light on
that back. You look like mud. I bet you skin and you taste like honey. Like that, it ain't fun. How much money will it take to put it on me? Now she's a good girl, good meanwhile. Now watch you walk it out. Now that's the good part. She gets the party started. Let's start the line front to back, side to side, and bring it back again. She the one, y'all, gonna go hard. When she drink that thing, she go the extra yard. She ain't no indie fraud. Sipping on the party, but she ain't about to fall. Check out, y'all. Oh, baby, work that thing. Oh, baby, drink it like that. Oh, baby, do your thing. Oh, baby, do your dance. Work that back. Oh, baby, shake that thing. A two-stepping man, oh baby, twerk with it. On a handstand, oh baby, but stop. Oh baby, bust it out. And there you go, girl. That's what I'm talking about. Now take a job. You got it, girl. Baby, yes, you do. You got it, girl. Oh baby, you bad. Like you do when you Baby, work that back. Now work that bottom. And I like it like that. And I like it like that.
Woo! And I like it like that too.
Right. Right on, right on. That's what's up. That's what's
I
up. That's
like
one of
it
my
like
jams.
that
Like
too. You know what I'm saying?
that.
What's
Right on,
going
right
on,
on.
Peace? How you doing? How you doing? Like I said, bro, you know what I'm saying? This is a celebration tonight, man. You talk about promoting, marketing, whatever
Yeah.
you want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? But we're going
Okay.
to celebrate your music tonight. We're going to party with Uncle Wayne. So everybody that's on Twitter, everybody that's on Twitch, everybody that's on YouTube, everybody that's on Instagram and Facebook, trust and know it's finna go down tonight. We having a great time. We're gonna celebrate this brother right here and his great music. This is what we do over here at Real to Real 360. We have a good time, and we definitely gonna tap in with them. So when you created these different albums or these different songs, because it streams back from like 2014 to up to now. So
Mm-hmm.
what was it about the music that gave you the staying power that kept motivating you to keep pushing your songs and keep writing and everything else?
Well, if I can, kind of interject a little bit,
Mhm.
I'll make a correction. I don't know if you were just talking about that song, but that song,
Yeah,
yeah,
that
yeah, I
song.
think that put
Yeah,
me right
that
on.
song was in
Yeah, I put that
2014.
down in 2014. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
actually
that song
started
came.
in recording. Okay, I actually started recording in 2005. But
Oh,
if you want to just talk about that song on, we can start right there.
now
That song
now I
there.
can dig a little deeper. I can dig a little deeper and find some more songs, but it took me back to 2014. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? I'm
okay.
sorry about
Well,
that, but
well, no, that's okay. That's okay. That was actually one of the songs, one of the premiere songs on the first volume, the birth of the birth of Rhythm and Blues, Volume 1. So I put that on that track, on that album. But that song there, it was produced by Sean Gista Self out of New Orleans, and it was inspired by Carl Marshall. And Sean is actually Carl Marshall's nephew. And it was actually during the time where Carl Marshall was still sick, but he was able to be in the studio and help, in the production of it. He actually gave me two songs at the time, "You Got It" and "Good God Almighty." We did on the volume 1 of the Birth of Rhythm and Blues, volume 1. That song there, we did that in the studio. We did the other one in the studio. I went out to Houston, Texas in 2013. Got those recorded, and came back and did a line dance to that song. And the line dance was actually done by one of the local DJs here, the lead DJs, and her name is Quita Jones, and she's partner of Andrew Jones, and they call themselves DJ A and Q of DJ A and Q Entertainment right here in Simsboro, Louisiana. So I want to give a shout out to her and the Lincoln Parish Steppers, as they were called, where they were all together. She actually choreographed that song. So everybody who's on here now, if you can go back on YouTube and look at some of the videos that I put up in the past and some of the stuff that I put up recently, you can learn that line dance and send it to, request it at your local parties, and let's have a good time. Let's get on that drink and let's do the "You Got It" line dance from Uncle Wayne. You got
my
it.
thing, my thing at this end, then you talking. Let's take it somewhere. Let's go then. Let's take it somewhere. Let's take it
Mhm.
somewhere, bro. That's how we gonna do this here. Let's take it somewhere.
You know what? I ain't gonna catch on to it. I ain't gonna catch on to it. Let's take it somewhere. That's what I'm talking about. Right on, brother.
We don't be together. Tonight's been the talk of the town. Just bought you some new stilettos. Gon' dance till they shut it down. Told your friends and family if they wanna talk, they can text you. When you're looking good and smelling good, ain't nothing they can tell you. Somewhere there's a lady going out tonight. Mm-hmm. Somewhere there's a lady dancing in the spotlight. I see you dancing like you in the mirror when you were getting dressed before you came. Today must be your birthday, cause everybody calling out your name. You got your hair done up, your nails look nice, and girl, you're turning me on. Baby, do your dance tonight, your night, like every song's your favorite song. Somewhere there's a lady going out tonight. Mm-hmm. Somewhere there's a lady dancing in the spotlight. Oh, somewhere there's a lady going out tonight. Somewhere there's a real fine lady dancing in the spotlight. Oh, somewhere. Somewhere. Somewhere over the rainbow, you might find a pot of gold. But tonight out on the dance floor, there's a lady who's in control. She done paid up all her bills. Those elegant and jazzy. The music sounds so good she can't sit still. Somewhere, somewhere, oh, somewhere, 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 was a lady. Mm-hmm. Somewhere, he's my lady, something in the spotlight. Somewhere,
Somewhere there's a big fine lady
A big fine
dancing
lady.
like she just don't care. You hear me?
Right on, right on. Somewhere.
Somewhere. Like I said, we gonna party up in here. We gonna celebrate. We gonna have a great time. We gonna shake because we already got on that drink. You understand me? This is how we do it up in here.
hey, look,
This is a game right here,
and I
man.
got another one.
Yes.
Hey, listen. Went down to a club in New Orleans. I seen something I ain't never seen. Wearing high heel shoes and painted on jeans, shaking booty like a drilling machine.
Like a drilling
Oh,
machine.
she was working on
Oh, you working on the yard everywhere. The basketball down on the
She
ground.
lifted up, blew it off, and put it back on. Booty rumbling, tumbling all around.
Coming
She
on
was
the
doing
ground.
a shake to the left, shake to the left, shake to the left, to the right. No one shake that thing to the back, to the front. No morning, and I went to a trail ride. Love the one shaking and moving from side to side. Same day, instead of song in New Orleans, they were shaking and twerking and so mean they were doing a shake to the left, shake to the left, making way to the back, to the front. Now I'm shaking that guitar to the right, yeah, to the left, making way to the back, to the front. Hey, look here. This is a real easy dance to do. I need everybody who got some body on the floor. I need you to move from side to side, front to back, and make it work. Make it work. I'll make it work. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Shake. Oh, yeah. I see you working that sexy body, baby. No way, sexy body. Make it way. Get on down, yeah. No, now baby, you still look like you got a little attitude. And you look at me all up and down like I'm shot like I did something. You know, shake to the left, shake to the back, to the front. No, goodbye. To the right, shake to the left, shake to the back, to the front. No, let's get to the right, now make it shake to the left, shake to the back, to the front. No, goodbye. And full of pride. And what you mean? Yeah. Yeah. You can find next time. And you got a lot of get on the big foot. Yeah.
Work that sexy body.
Yes, sir. Good God.
Yes, sir. Good God.
Yes, sir.
Man.
Yes, sir.
Man, I tell you, man. I'm gonna
Well,
run through
I
a couple of,
appreciate
huh?
Well, I was just gonna say I appreciate how you're taking your time and asking the right questions and playing the music, man, and letting people hear it, man. That means a lot to the artist, you know, because we don't get that all the time, you know, especially when a person doesn't know us, you know. I appreciate
Right,
that, man.
right.
Y'all do a good job over there. Been checking y'all out too. Y'all doing a good job.
Man, my thing is when you come on a show, the interviewer should be celebrating you as an artist and the time
Right,
that you put in your creativity with your music. You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
That's the angle that we take because once we're celebrating and promoting and marketing your music, they will understand why we're celebrating you as an artist because you take your time with your craft.
Yes. Yeah,
You know what
it
I'm
takes
saying?
time, and it takes a lot of hard work. It really does. A lot of patience,
And
you know.
a lot of patience, a lot of money, a lot of
Yeah.
time and energy, and then also
Hmm.
too, depending on what I'm saying, the situation, it might take you away from your family sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you might miss certain things or what have you. So every
Most
artist
definitely.
that's doing music needs to be celebrated because there's some things that we take for granted when it comes down to this music thing.
That's right. That's right.
You
And
know?
if you allow me to, let me give you a little background on those two songs there. I kind of
Right, go
gave you a
ahead.
little background early on Shake.
Hmm.
Somewhere that was produced by Leroy Hawthorne of Grambling State University. He's passed on. He's been gone a few years now, but he was one of those artists, one of those musicians that I could create a song and send it to him, and he'll have it back to me and work with me and get it just like I like it. And a lot of times it wouldn't, wouldn't be much that I needed to do differently from what he had already put in. And he was one of those, guys that really helped me in this process too. And that was one of those songs I kind of got that. I think it's a song. It's a country song. And I mean, I was talking about other people stealing my songs. It
Hmm.
was a country song called, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Hmm.
So I thought about that. I was like, well, somewhere it's a lady too that's out there going out tonight too. Big fine lady too. So,
Right.
and I wanted to make sure that that I gave Libra, Mr. Hawthorne, his fair credit, because he's not with us anymore. And even if I ever start to make some money, I have to find somebody in his family to give his part too, because I really appreciate everybody that works with me. And the last song, Shake, that was created. That track was already done. The idea was already done by Ron and Alex Johnson out of Shreveport, Louisiana, with the Windstorm Band. And I had another idea for that song. I really wanted to do something. As a matter of fact, I'm trying to think. I think I was actually trying to do I'm Free to that song, because I had written I'm Free a long time ago and I recorded it a long time ago, but I never had quite the right track to it that I wanted to use. And I was trying to interject that in there so close. I was trying to interject that. I was trying to interject some other stuff. They were sitting back laughing and they said, man, this is the song we're going to do right here. I said, okay, well, all right. So I put my verses on it. And they allowed me to create and do my thing to it. And we came up with something that we could all live with. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I listened to them rather than doing what I was going to do to it.
Man, I'm glad I'm free too.
I know that's real. I know that's real, brother.
My old lady is gone. She left me. But I don't feel bad. I don't need no sympathy. She was packing her bags. I swear I tried to change her mind. But I called up my mama. She said, boy, it's about time. Thank God I'm free. I'm free. All I'm not is you. Can't you see me crying? Yeah. I'm free. Good God Almighty. Can't you see me crying? When she walked out that door, I started to cry. But I remember how she used to talk crazy to me and how she used to lie. I thought to myself, it's wrong. But now I don't have that burden, and I'm glad she's gone. Thank God I'm free. I'm free. I'm as free. I'm free. Can't you see me crying? I'm free. Lord, have mercy, children. I'm free. I'm as free. Can't you see me crying? Take the shackles off of my feet and let me roam. Like a dog out the garbage can without a home. Look here. It's time for me to move on and find another. Well, listen what I'm telling you now. But I don't need no hang around. I just need a lover. Yeah, I'm free. I'm just free. Yeah. God Almighty. I'm free. Yeah. I'm free. I'm as free as a bird. I'm as free as a bird. Can't you see me flying? Bring it down one time. Play on. Come on with it. No more lying, hanging all night in the club. No more scheming and creeping, coming home and getting no love. No more playing in the setting, pretending they was someone else. No more spending all my money, not paying bills but on yourself. I'm free. I'm free.
Queen Thickums
Right
is in the
on.
building. KD Dawson, shout out, shout out. Hey, man, that's a good look right there for you, Uncle Wayne. You see, the brother from Fresno, California, he's talking about, you know what I'm saying, getting together to promote your
Oh, okay.
music because he do shows and he promotes out there at Southern Soul. So go ahead and join his group right there on
Most
Facebook
definitely.
to help take some of that music out to Californians. Southern Soul artists that are in the comment, make sure that y'all find this gentleman right here so you can take it out west. And DJ T Money, hit him with a kick. What's going on with you, brother? How you making it? You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm
Okay,
gonna
that's
tell you right
Fresno,
now.
California.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We always make some great connections right here when we get dealing with Real to Real 360 because we don't
Okay.
deal with them haters. We don't deal with them. We let them have that.
You
We
let them
let
have
them
it,
have
cousin.
that. We let them have that because we hit them with the kick done with DJ T Money. That's how we
Yeah.
roll. That's
Right
how we
on.
roll up in here,
I'm
man.
tired of all these no good smile in your face,
Let them have it.
about you behind your back.
Okay.
Say what? Pat you on your back.
Keisha Wanda Jackson,
Tell you
peace. How you doing, honey?
doing a good job. And then fire you 2 weeks later without a notice or warning. You thought was your friend, but on the day there was a hater. They love you by the blood when you're around, but when you go, they just a hater. Hey, a lot talking up haters. They never hater. Talking up haters. Yeah, who we talking about? Y'all listen, let me tell you my story. In 1999, I had a good job and things were fine. Then something happened that just changed my life. The one I thought that I could trust, he turned his back and let me down. And took my time, I wiped my eyes, but still I ride. Talking about them haters. Won't put one in your mouth if your people don't bother and try to save ya. Steady belittle and try to degrade ya. The hateration, it makes you greater. In the year 2005, started singing Southern Soul. Ain't no airplane, no booking for no show. Yes, I was before my time. They say my music wasn't blues. Kids no ass, rhythm and blues. I pay my dues. Talking about them haters. Talking up. Won't put one in your mouth if your teeth was on fire to try to save ya. Steady belittle and try to degrade ya. The hater rich and it makes you greater. Hey, yeah. Now some of y'all might have haters in the form of church members. Some of y'all might have haters in the form of co-workers. Oh, haters in the church.
Female, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Queen.
When people come up to me and tell me what these people are saying, I respond. They just hating on me. Yeah, yeah, that's how I tell them. They just hating on me. If you feel the same way, you can say it too. They just hating on me. All right, y'all. Good job. They just hating on me. Yeah, who we talking about? We're talking about it. We're talking about them haters. They won't put one in your mouth if your teeth was on fire to try to say.
Three in the building.
They be little and try to degrade ya. The hater rushing, it makes you greater. Tag along me, just hang on me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just hang hating on me. Talk to him.
What up, Keith Thomas?
They're just hating on me. They're just hating on me.
That's haters. We don't deal
Right
with them
on.
over here. Y'all can have that. Y'all can
That's
have
right.
all
That's
that.
right. Right on.
You know,
Put
because
me in, coach. Right on.
a hater is my number one marketing promotion. The very minute
That's
you
right.
talk
That's
bad
right.
about me, you make people want to come over here and see what you're talking about.
That's right.
So
That's right. Yeah,
go ahead on and keep
if I
hating.
can, if you don't mind, yeah, if you don't mind,
Go
I
ahead,
can,
bro.
let me get a little background on those two songs that we did. I'm Free and Haters, right?
Right,
I'm
right,
Free was
right.
done in 2005. I
Mhm.
actually created the first song I did was with one of my friends, high school buddies named Kendrick Patterson. He did it on his computer, and I was, going through a situation with my girlfriend, and we had broken up. One of my second fiance at the time. We had broken up, and I was just, just at a bad point in my life. And I wrote that song, and I went to his house, and we put it together. I don't know if I wrote it until I got to his house. I think I had the inspiration, but he had a little track that we used. We used one of the 8 Ball and MJG's tracks, and I can't remember what song that was from, but we did that, and I put it on CD, and it didn't have no sound quality at all. I just put it out, and different people bought it. But over the years, I got with Christopher Lamont, and we did a couple of tracks to it. Then I was like, just it ain't quite right. It ain't quite right. And
Mhm.
so years later, I finally, got with, LaShawn Crosby, and got him to put the right track to it. And that's what you have there. So that's the transformation of music sometimes. Anybody that's in music, sometimes, the first thing that you do is not always the thing that the most people will hear on the final product. And I like that evolution of music too, and how we create songs, how the process works. And Haters was a personal testimony, as far as what I went through on a job that I had. And I'm not gonna say no names. I'm still not gonna say no names. But
Mhm.
a lot of people that heard the song, they know, the inspiration and the background of that song and what happened. I lost my job. I thought I did a good job. Nobody ever gave me a warning that I wasn't doing a good job, and they took my
Mhm.
job away from me. I just graduated college. I was coaching basketball. I played basketball in college all throughout high school. And that was my thing. And when I had a chance to coach, you know, I thought that was just the best thing in the world. My grandma was proud of them. I'm like, shoot. And I'm back in the area where I'm coaching and being able to give back to the community.
Mhm.
And for them to take that away from me the way that it did, it really put a scar on me for a long time. And it still has a scar on my heart right now. It still bothers me now, even when I'm watching, the sports now. You wonder how could that happen when you're doing you think you're doing a good job. The kids are enjoying what you're doing. You're trying to, take them to a different place in their lives. But, you learn through that process that things are not always the way that they seem. You think that you're doing it for one reason, but the people that have control over what you're doing don't care anything about the purpose of it. They just care about the politics of it.
Mhm.
And, I thought that was really wrong. And the second part of the song just talks about the the music industry.
Mhm.
How when I first came in, a lot of people said that my music wasn't blues and they wouldn't play it. Oh, that ain't blues. But I was listening to a lot of other music. I'm like, shoot, that's not blues either. None of the stuff that we do now is blues, but we call it blues. A
Mhm.
lot of people call it blues, and that's not blues. Southern soul is not blues. Southern soul is a gumbo of music. You have
Mhm.
different styles within the framework of one genre of this. We call it Southern soul, but it's different styles of music that we call Southern soul. But they still want to say my music wasn't blues and they wouldn't play it. But now you look now. That's another one of those things where I say, people take your idea and then they say, well, okay, well, I'm gonna do it. I know these people, they can push my music further, and they do. And then you look back, you be like, dang, their music not blues either, but y'all show playing it. So,
Right.
You know, that's one of the things right there, you know. So I just incorporated that into the song. And like I said, Jezebel Crosby, LaShawn Crosby, did the production for I'm Free. And Ron and Alex. Actually, I want to say this too. I never wanted to write a song about haters. That's not a term that I use. And I let Ron and Alex know about that, but they had already had that idea for that song. And they allowed me to just do it. And I told them, I said, well, let me do it my own way. And that's what came out. So,
you know, well, you did your thing.
I appreciate that, my friend.
You did your thing. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to be very, very honest. Right? I've been waiting to get right back to this point right here where we started from, because I'm ready to get right back on that drink right here on Real to Real. And if you know me, I don't hesitate when it's time to get back on that drink. Yeah, man.
I appreciate that, my friend.
Ooh, let's get on that drink. Let's go.
But whatever you try,
that's my jam now, baby.
Around the bedroom, down in the country, with me and my friends. We don't be drinking, telling tall tales, keeping warm from the wind. Yeah. I got a buddy named Don. He just get a deal. Got me on the ground. Got that smoking. Let's get on that drink. Let's get on that hooch. You like that white? I'll get some Grey Goose. I like that brown. Like some whiskey. Bud Light and Crown Royal. It gives me tipsy. So whatever you try, just let me know. Oh yeah, get it on the way. When it's some like tequila, some like that gin. That's my drink. Some like that rum, or that really mixed all lean. Oh, okay, all right. Some like that or Dr. Dish. Come on. Some like that beer. They prefer my liquor. Look here. But whatever you try, just let me know. Get it on the way. Let's get on that track. Let's get on that hooch. You like that white? I get some absolute. I like that brown. Like some whiskey. Bud Light and Jack Daniels. It gets me tipsy. So whatever you try, just let me know. Come on, I got you. Get it on. Let's go. Play the music for me. Come on. Tap the toes like that, baby. Do something. Come on. Oh, y'all play too much music for me. Whatever you try, just let me know. I got you this time. Get it on the way. Just get it slow. Let's get on that hooch. You like that white? I bought some diesel 100 proof. I like that ride. Like some whiskey, Bud Light and Johnny Walker. It gives me tipsy. Some like that homebrew, like some muscadine. Wow, yeah. Way down in the back roads of Saline, Louisiana, they drinking moonshine. Yeah, I remember Mr. Old Man Bill like that old Thunderbird. That old man Homer used to like that old white poke. Old man Homer get out there. Get on
stuff and dance all night long. Let's get on that train. Come on, let's get on that. We're gonna get home and have a good time like that. Right? How about some red eye? I like that ride. Like some biscuit. One light and old Charlotte. It gets me tipsy. Tell me what to do.
Woo-hoo. Man, I've been waiting to get back to that point right there. I was waiting to get back to that point right there.
I know that's real, cuz. What to say, man, Hush, I want to get on that drink.
I'm ready to get on that drink over here.
I appreciate
Anybody
that.
know me, know I don't hesitate. I pull up and, and I have a good time.
That's right.
But
That's
Uncle
right.
Wayne,
Enjoy the spirits. They're here for us.
that's right. I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you enjoyed my rendition of celebrating you as an artist. But we had come
Yes,
to
I
the end
appreciate
of the
that.
show, and I want to give you
Okay.
an opportunity to tell people how they can book you, where they can get the music, and
Okay.
just uh, definitely how what I'm saying they can see you at a show or something.
Okay. Okay. Well, first of all, while it's on my mind, I got a new single out called "You Deserve Better," and I would like
Hmm.
for y'all to go ahead and download that. You can
Hmm.
find that on all digital platforms, all digital retail platforms, Amazon, Apple Music, all of all of that stuff. You can download it there. I have a
Hmm.
band called Rhythm and Blues, the Rhythm and Blues Band. My drummer, percussionist, my sound person of Titan Sounds, Ed Young. He just hit me up, make sure he wanted me to remind the people that we do have a band, and that consists of Ed Young. I call him Big Head Honda.
Hmm.
Jazzy Blue Keys, who is actually playing with the TK Soul Band right now, Jennifer Gardner, and Raphael Unique, Raphael Dade, on guitar and lead guitar and bass guitar. And we're actually, going to add some more pieces. But right now, that's what we're doing. Y'all can reach us at you can reach me at Uncle Wayne Morris on Facebook. I'm on Instagram as Dwayne Morris 17. And I'm also on TikTok, I think as Dwayne Morris 17, on there as well. So you can reach us on there. And you can also give me a call directly, 318-957-2395. The line is open. You can call if you don't call, give me a text so that I know who you are because we have so many of these scammers calling. So give me a text to let me know if you're serious about doing some business and we can make it happen.
That's right. Let's get it popping. Make sure that y'all get in touch with Uncle Wayne, man, because that music is fire. And if you know, like I know, you might want
Well,
to go ahead and get on that drink. Get on that drink right there.
Also, let me get my email contact. Let me get my email contact just just in case somebody wants to email, and that's Morris Dwayne 27, MorrisDewayne 27 at gmail.com. And I'm working on the next album called the Jake Jr. Project, and be looking for that as well.
Well,
I think I
ladies and
probably left some
gentlemen,
stuff out, but I think we hit all the major points.
if y'all need to get in touch with, what I'm saying, Uncle Wayne, and y'all didn't get the information, be free to go ahead and hit me up and I can patch that together because we definitely need to get our brother out there because he has some good music. And I tell you right now, there's something about getting on that drink that done did it for me. You hear me? He didn't say my drink in there. He didn't say my drink in there, but when you tell me to get
What,
on
what's
that
your
drink,
what's your what's your
I can get on that absolute.
what's your drink?
I'm a hen and Heineken man. I'm a hen and Heineken man. You know what
Oh
I'm saying?
man, and
I,
those are two drinks that I don't like. I can't help Hennessy too strong. My roommate used to drink Heineken all the time. We was in college, man. I don't care how much he drank it. I didn't like it. I don't care what he said. I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
you know, my
Still don't
my
like it, but
family, like I
I
would tell
dig it
you,
though.
my family's from Mississippi, so that muscadine
Yeah.
wine will bust your head wide open. If you don't
It'll
know,
do something to
if you
you.
never had that
Most definitely.
muscadine, man,
Most definitely.
that's a bust your head wide open. But ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the show. This has been Real to Real
Hey,
360. Go ahead, bro.
I was gonna just say I wanted to give a shout out to just a couple of couple of promoters that work with me, a couple of people I work with. Miss Iona Alexander down in Mississippi, Craig Lynch out in Tyler, Texas, Christopher Johnson in Atlanta, Robert Slick Forbes in some part of Texarkana over there. He has the American Legion Hall. I want to make sure I got a shout out to them because those are some of the people that work with me. Bessie Stokes, and a couple more. I left. I knew when I started doing, I was going to leave out a couple of people, but I wanted to just give a shout out to them because they work closely with me and they always support what I'm doing.
Definitely. But ladies and gentlemen, until tomorrow, we up out of here. This has been Real to Real 360.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, we starting to come to the end of the show. Right now, I want to take the time out and thank our guests for coming on. Also, too, we want to make sure that y'all listening and subscribing and tell a friend and keep sharing because we're going to keep bringing y'all the real content. You know what I mean? So, DJ K-Wise, my brother, take us up out of here, son. Peace.
I want to give a big shout out to the nation of gods and nurses. To all the human families on the planet Earth, I say peace. But to our subscribers, those who continue to watch and listen to the show each and every time we come on, I give a big shout out of love, peace, and happiness to you. The beast of man, woman, and child of the you and I verse. It's time for us to disperse. We bring the best, not the worst. We thank you once again for tuning in to the Real 360. Bring a friend to hit that like and subscribe so we continue to grow to bring more knowledge and wisdom to you. Upon our show, you make it possible for us to do what we do. Now it's time I end it just the way I bring it.